Hello beautiful people with wonderful smiles. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Aryan and today I'm going to teach you all about commutative law of vector addition and associative law of vector addition. Meanwhile, looking up to resulting criterias, commutative law, associative law, comparing both of them and focusing upon such configurations that are being used by multiplication, division, addition and subtraction. That's what our topic says, and just deep dive into it, look into it, revise it, and yeah, you are properly ready for your upcoming test, whatever you are preparing for. Let's start with our video. Okay, so if I guys explain you what is a vector addition, you want a simple explanation, I can definitely give it. If you want a proper video for that, you can simply go through a previous video that I uploaded yesterday. Yeah, so the simple idea or configuration says that a vector addition is the addition of two vectors that forms another answer. For example, this is a type of a vector. Okay, so let me just explain what are the type of vectors. There are two type of vectors. One is an analytical vector, second one is a graphical vector. Analytical is represented by these symbols. Basically, you can call it a symbolic representation as well. Meanwhile, the graphical representation says a representation that is showcased upon a graph. As you guys can see, a roughed up graph right here. Um, this evaluates that how our vector addition looks like. If I am asking you make a triangular shape right here in this graph while adding point number A and B, you'll simply draw point number A right here, then point number B right here. Okay, what about point number C? You will of course ask me how to add point number C. What will be our point number C? Our point number C will always stand out to be a resultant, right? So adding up 3 points, the third point will be a resultant. Point number A, point number B, and point number C, that is our resultant. Meanwhile, here a rule applies, that is a rule of head to tail. Basically, it says whereas a resultant joins the tail of point number B and starts from head of point number A. That's how simple it is. If in my own language I describe it, जब भी वो पॉइंट नंबर ए के सर से शुरू हो और पॉइंट नंबर बी के टेल पे पूंछ पे ख़त्म हो, इसको हम रिजल्टेंट कहते हैं और हेड टू टेल रूल के मदद से इसको हम एक्सप्लेन करते हैं. Yeah, so that's how simple it is. Later on, let's focus upon our commutative law. We'll be having two divided parts into it, one for commutative law, one for associative law. Please be tuned, stay tuned for it. Hopefully I'll release the video as soon as possible. Okay, so let me just draw a figured diagram right here for explaining it out. Alright, so now basically what we are going to look is a parallelogram. What is a parallelogram? You can simply search it out. It is a geometrical shape that is being configured as a typical shape, mostly being used in a geometrical questions in physics as well. That's what we are studying today, right? So this is a complex structure of parallelogram. Right here I have classified into a simple diagram. Basically what it says is, if I am connecting point number O to B, the average point between them will be what? It will be, of course, a point number B that is highlighted here. Meanwhile, if I am connecting point number A to B, the figured point in between is A, that is mentioned right here. What if I am connecting point number O to A, right? O to A. There is no estimated point in between of them. So simply the answer will be a resultant. What is a resultant? I just explained it right before. A resultant is a point whereas a point is needed and a line is added. The added line is known as a resultant. Here are only two available points available here. Meanwhile, we need a line here. The line that will be added here is known as a resultant. So point O to A will be known as a resultant. Okay, so that was all about our first side of diagram. Then let's look into a second diagram, second type of our diagram. O to A, O to A. The major point in between will be resultant. Meanwhile, A to B. The major point between of them will be point number B. Meanwhile, the O is considered as an initial point from where the actual diagram starts. As you can have estimated estimated right down right here.